die. Swing those hips around, can't stop, roll back down. My ladies, short, tall, thin or wide, always down and ready to ride.
Welcome back to the channel, guys. My name is Gene. You guys are watching a Primed and Lubed for June the 30th, 2024, video 371 in my collection of videos. Lots to talk about today. This is going to be a fairly lengthy episode, so buckle down, grab some popcorn. Maybe a beer, whatever you fancy. Also, happy Canada Day to those in Canada. And that's actually going to be tomorrow, but I won't be doing an episode tomorrow. Before I get into the topics I was initially going to talk about, there was some breaking news that has come down within the last 2-3 hours, as we'll dive into that right now. And I just put these graphics quickly together. So just bear with me, but the Edmonton Oilers do intend on buying out Jack Campbell. There was word literally 48 hours ago that there was no intent of that. They were going to look at trade options and all that, but 48 hours later, things have drastically changed as they placed him on waivers for the intent to buy him out. What does this mean to the Edmonton Oilers organization over the next few years? Well, this year it's going to be a $1.1 million cap hit, which isn't too bad considering we have to pay the bonus to Connor Brown. Next year, it's going to be $2.3 million. The following year, $2.6 million. And then the next 3 years following that, there'll be a $1.5 million cap hit. So once again, the Oilers find themselves on the book for dead cap space. We were supposed to get rid of James Neal this year, and now we added some more dead cap space, which kind of sucks, but you got to do business the way you got to do it. And this is going to be part of the Ken Holland legacy thing when I get into it. Also breaking, they have asked, the Edmonton Oilers that is, have asked Evander Kane to waive his no-trade clause for the purpose of a trade. Woo! So a lot going on today in Oil Nation. And a lot that has taken place throughout the week. Okay, let's get into what I was initially going to talk about. And we're going to break down this episode as Ken Holland's legacy. We're also going to look at the Edmonton Oilers UFAs and RFA status. We'll look at the awards show. I want to get your opinion, so chime in. I want to get your opinion on what you thought of that awards. I didn't like it too much. The draft, however, I thought was very good the way they did that at the Sphere in Las Vegas. Now I'll get into your final thoughts. Let's dive into this as it is going to be a pretty lengthy episode. Let's talk about Ken Holland's legacy. Okay, so his vision. How did we get within literally 2 goals of a Stanley Cup? He delivered. He gave us what we wanted. We didn't get the Stanley Cup, but you know what? We became winners. Anyway you slice it, we won the Western Conference, and like I say, we went to Game 7 of the Stanley Cup Final. It was unfortunate we couldn't close the deal. I think the first 3 games, that pretty much killed us in that series. But yeah, I applaud him on his job. I know there's a lot of Ken haters out there that don't exactly think he did that great of a job. I think he did a fabulous job. And let's look at some of the work that he has done. Trading for Mattias Ekholm. On February 28th, 2023, the Oilers traded for Ekholm, a 23 6th-round pick, came back to Edmonton in exchange for the 2023 first-round draft pick, 2024 4th-round pick, and Tyson Barrie and prospect Reid Schaefer. That seemed like a lot at the time, but I'll tell you what, Mattias Ekholm has been a stud for us. This is one of his good moves. Hands down, by far. Can't complain. let's go on here. The one thing that didn't quite pan out for him, and I mean, maybe giving him that 5-year deal was a bit much at $5 million, but it really didn't pay out, as we're finding out today that the Oilers are intending on buying him out. Jack Campbell. This did not work out for him at all. Basically, he had one real crappy year with us. Came in this season. The team was really in a bad spot in that first couple months, month and a half. He was sent down to the minors, played the rest of the season in the minors, and never saw a game as an Edmonton Oiler again, and it looks like never will. So this was one of his mistakes. You know, and you're not, look, guys, look yourself in the mirror. Tell me you don't make mistakes. Everyone makes mistakes. So we can't be too critical on him making a mistake. It's a lot of guessing game when you're trading for players, when you're drafting players. No one really knows how a player is going to fit into a group, or if that player just lost a step or whatever. You know, with Connor Brown, that was one that it took him very late in the season to finally get his confidence back. I think he was always weary and always had it in his head about the knee injury and didn't want that to happen again. So stuff happens. Eventually, Connor Brown did find his way, and he was actually very effective in the playoffs. The huge one that he did, though, was getting this guy, Zach Hyman. When he signed Zach Hyman as a free agent on July 28th, 2021, for a 7-year, $38.5, we got a huge bargain. And anyone complaining about that shouldn't be complaining. This guy has been nothing but a monster, a 50. I don't know exactly how many goals. I don't have those stats in front of me, but I know it was over 50. Yes, he had Connor feeding him a lot of the passes and Connor getting into the right space to feed those passes, but still, you still need that net front presence, and that's what he provides. He is literally like almost, he's almost a better version of Ryan Smith, though Ryan Smith would sacrifice his body more. So that's where I think Ryan Smith had a little bit of an edge. But yeah, 50 goals. Ryan Smith never got 50 goals. So, but then again, Ryan Smith never had Connor McDavid feeding passes either. So tit for tat. Anyway, some of the other deals that he did include bringing Connor Brown, which was kind of hit and miss. Most of the season last year was definitely a miss, but in the playoffs, and one specific goal, I think it was in the finals, that I went on this channel and I said, like, that goal right there paid for his contract. Matthias Janmark has been pretty good for us. Warren Foegele has been good for us. Adam Henrique, Evander King, Corey Perry. And we'll see if a lot of these guys are coming back, as they are going to be currently either free agents or, like I said, they're looking at asking Evander Kane to waive his no-trade clause for the purpose of a trade. We'll see how that all works out. And what else do I got here? Yeah, that's about all I got for Ken Holland. I want to salute him. I want to wish him well. I thought he did an amazing job for us. Oiler fans, you can't complain about his work and his body of work. I do remember when the press conference came on and Daryl Cates was there, and he mentioned, like, he can't wave a magic wand. It's not going to happen overnight. That being said, he did good. I'm okay with the body of work. I know a lot of you guys out there aren't. Feel free to comment in. But yeah, I'm hearing rumors that he may actually be picked up by the Utah organization as an advisor. So we'll see if that plays out. All right, let's look at the current status of the Edmonton Oilers as far as UFAs and RFAs go. When it comes to the UFAs, we have Connor Brown, Sam Carrick, Warren Foegele, Sam Gagner, Adam Henrique, Matthias Janmark, Corey Perry, Vinny Desharnais, Troy Stetcher, Calvin Pickard but he got signed yesterday for a 2-year deal at $1 million per year. That's a pretty good deal for the Edmonton Oilers. And then non-roster Marcus Niemelainen. He's a UFA Group 6. Out of these guys, who do I think is going to come back? I don't think Connor Brown will be. I'm very uncertain about Carrick. We need size, and if they want to get rid of Evander Kane, they might keep Sam Carrick. I think they're going to keep Warren Fogle. Sam Gagner, I think, is going to retire probably, or maybe play one more year with another team, but I can't see the Oilers re-signing him. Adam Henrique, I would really like to see back. Matthias Janmark, I would like to see back. Corey Perry, I have a feeling he will not be back. They better sign Vinny Desharnais. I think he's starting to really get to his own, but it just depends on what he's asking for money. Troy Stetcher, he really didn't show up or have a presence at all this year. So I can't see him coming back. And obviously we know Calvin Pickard is coming back. When it comes to the RFAs, Dylan Holloway, my graphics just out a little bit there. Dylan Holloway and Philip Broberg, I'm pretty sure, well, all these guys, first of all, have qualifying offers. So there is a qualifying offer, and they have to have a qualifying offer before the 1st of July, or they become UFAs. So the qualifying offers are in on all these guys. Now the question is, will they accept it? James Hamlin, Raphael Lavoie for non-roster, Carter Savoy, eligible Group 2 RFA status, Noel Huffenmeyer. And the Edmonton Oilers also have signed Cam Dineen to a 2-year, 2-way contract extension, averaging a AAV of $775,000. So I don't know much about this Cam Dineen, but he's likely just a depth piece that will be in the minors for most of the year. Okay, we're going to move on to the awards. Now, really, the awards had absolutely nothing to do with the Edmonton Oilers. In fact, I don't think a single Edmonton Oiler attended the awards. It's been a long road. Literally, they finished up the season, what was it, on Monday night, and then the awards were Wednesday night or something. So it's literally zero turnaround. They're tired. They're wounded. They need their rest. So I wasn't surprised not to see McDavid there or Draisaitl or any of the key players. That being said, we'll go over the awards and who won what. Hart Memorial went to Nathan MacKinnon of Colorado. The Vezina Trophy went to Connor Hellebuck of Winnipeg. James Norris Memorial went to Quinn Hughes. Calendar, of course, Connor Bedard. That was a no-brainer. Ted Lindsay Award went to Nathan MacKinnon. Jack Adams went to Rick Tocchet. Lady Byng went to Jacob Slavin. Frank J. Selke went to Alexander Barkov. The King Clancy Award went to Anders Lee. The Bill Masterson went to Connor Ingram. And the Mark Messier Leadership went to Jacob Trouba. Now, what did I actually think of this awards? I think it sucked. I think it was brutal. I think the NHL really dropped the ball on this. They had like a C-lister comedian running it, or I don't know what, but basically a comedian that was trying to make these jokes. And literally, like, you got guys like Kucherov that were just sitting there like just answering like, yep. Yep. It was not good. It was probably the most boring hour of television I watched in a long time. I was not very impressed with that at all. However, the draft was a different story, and we'll get into that shortly. Actually, I think we're getting into that now. Yes, we are going to be getting that into now. So we're going to talk about who the Edmonton Oilers picked up at the draft. They actually have several picks, a lot of deep picks, so you hope that they might be able to hit a diamond in the rough. But as far as the Oilers picked They traded up for the first round pick. They traded up from, I don't know where exactly, but they did make a trade with Philadelphia for a conditional 2025 round pick to get 32nd overall, Sam O'Reilly. Age 18, right-hand shot, 6'1", weighs 186 pounds. Toronto, Ontario is his hometown. In 23-24, he had 20 goals, 36 assists in 68 games with the London Knights, and 5 goals, 7 assists in 16 playoff games, as I believe they won the Memorial Cup. So that's a nice pickup for the Edmonton Oilers. Excuse me. The the next pick, was in the second round, 64 overall. I got to bring water with me when I do these episodes. Goaltender Emil Vinny of Yakuplat Mestis. Age 18. He's a left glove, 6'2" goaltender. Weighing in at 182 pounds. Homeland Vanta, Finland. His 23-24 stats included a 17-9-10 record with a .272 goals against average and an .891 save percentage in 37 games. In the fifth round, they got at 160 Connor Klatterberg of Flint OHL, age 19, left-hand shot. He is 6'2", 197 pounds, hometown Ampere, Ontario. 2023-24 stats include 20 goals, 36 assists, and in 68 games, 1 goal in 4 playoff games. Okay, in the 6th round, 183 overall, they drafted Ablin Sundin from Frölunda Junior, Swedish Junior League, age 19. He's a left-hand shot, 6'2", 197 pounds. Hometown Kungsbacka, Sweden. 23-24 stats include 4 goals, 13 assists in 41 junior games. 1 goal, 1 assist in 14 playoff games with Frölunda, Swedish Hockey League team. In 192, they drafted Dallin Wakely. He's a forward from North Bay OHL, age 20, right-hand shot, height 6 foot, even. 197 pounds, hometown Port Hope, Ontario. In 23-24, he had 39 goals, 65 assists in 66 games. So not bad numbers there. He had 13 goals, 10 assists, and 16 playoff games. So we'll see. We'll keep an eye on him. He could be that one diamond in the rough. But again, these guys are not going to be guys that you're not going to probably see for 5 years. We'll talk about them in 5 years, probably after this episode. In the 7th round, the Oilers drafted William Nicol of London, Ontario, age 18. He's a left-hand shot. His height is 6 foot. His weight is 184. Hometown Manotick, Ontario. 23-24 stats include 6 goals, 14 assists in 65 games, 1 goal, 7 assists in 18 playoff games. And I believe this is the last one, 218 overall, Bauer Berry. He's a defenseman from Muskegon, USHL, age 18. He's a left-hand shot, 6'4", 198 pounds, hometown Grand Forks, North Dakota. 23-24, he had 1 goal, 13 assists in 59 games. And he had 1 assist and 8 assists, or 1 goal and 8 assists in 1 goal, 1 assist in 8 playoff games. Oh, reading that wrong. Sorry, guys. And I think that's a wrap. I think, are we back to the first scene? Okay, so what did I think about the NHL draft? I thought they did an amazing job. The visual effects of what they were able to knock out at the Sphere was unreal. That is one heck of a facility. And I'm hoping the NHL revisit it because this was amazing. It was just a spectacular scene. And whoever did the graphics for the NHL, they knocked it out of the ballpark too. Like, and you knew that they were going to, because if you remember the bubble year when they had to put up all those graphics along the boards and all that, they did a pretty good job with that. The only thing I didn't like was the fake audience sound. So yes, I believe they knocked this one out of the park. But the awards, gotta get. Definitely missed the spot on the awards. All right. Well, we're wrapping this up nice and quickly. I thought it would be a little bit longer. We're going to go into final thoughts here, guys, and see if any of you guys chimed in, if there's any comments. And doesn't appear to be any comments. So what do you guys think of what has happened this week with the Edmonton Oilers? Feel free to type me later in my message box. Do you like the fact that the Oilers are buying out Jack Campbell, that they are requesting Evander Kane to waive his no trade? Do you like the draft picks? Obviously, we all know we are not very happy with the outcome of this season to a certain extent. We're quite pleased with how far they made it, which, again, I have no problem with. I just wish they would have finished it. And I'm sure they wish they would have finished it as well. Other than that, guys, I'll be back next week or whenever I got enough content to bring. But I'm going to try to come on once a week just to kind of fill you guys in on the updates. Tomorrow's a big day. It is the NHL draft. It is also Canada Day for everyone in Canada. So happy Canada Day to all you guys. Be safe. Don't party too crazy, and enjoy the day. Enjoy it, and enjoy the day. It's summer now, and it's gonna be nice. I'm gonna be freed up to do a little bit more. Anyway, those of you who are witnessing this channel for the very first time and to like the content that I deliver, please hit that like, share, and subscribe buttons, or whichever. Definitely give me a like, a thumbs up. I'm always happy to have you guys chiming in. As you can see, I got a little bit of new background going. I'm still tweaking it, but I am using a little bit of green screen technology now. I just got to work on getting better lighting a little bit. But other than that, I think I'm out of here, guys. Thanks for watching. I do appreciate it. And like I said, this year I did make the decision to do an episode at least once a week throughout the summer. Last year I kind of totally stopped and went back in October, and it really, really hurt my view counts when I started back up. So I want to at least keep you in the loop a little bit and try to give you useful information. Anyway, guys, I am out of here. Again, I am still working on getting this channel to like doing some changes to the channel to make it more exciting, more amazing, more interesting for all you guys. But other than that, I'll leave you guys be. Again, happy Canada Day to all you in Canada. We'll talk soon.